Hey, Dr. Dave here, your New York City chiropractor and clinical director of Synergy Wellness, Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, here to discuss back and neck whiplash injuries from car and work accidents and getting proper treatment here in the Big Apple, New York City. When it comes to whiplash injury, car accidents, work injuries, and treatment in New York City, there are a few important things you need to be aware of. Car accidents and personal injury incidents can bring life as you know it to a screeching halt in just a split second. Everything can change and you can find yourself battling not only whiplash injuries, spinal cord injuries, medical bills, insurance forms, while trying to find the health care that you deserve. One important thing for you to understand is that each state has its own laws when it comes to personal injury claims, including those from car accidents. If you are injured in a car accident in New York, it's important to know what your rights are under the state's no-fault laws. It's always a good idea to seek out expert help to understand your rights, as well as what responsibilities you may have when seeking to pursue a personal injury claim. One last thing. Tell me what you think in comments below. I went to film school before I got my doctorate. I do all the writing, directing, producing, sound, editing, and the cool special effects you see here. Folks, I'm not asking for an Academy Award or an Oscar, just a simple thumbs up if you like my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest, greatest content on YouTube. Thank you, appreciate all. New York is a no-fault state. No-fault or personal injury protection insurance covers things like medical expenses and loss of income for you, any passengers or even pedestrians. That means claiming compensation for a whiplash injury will be made under your own policy. But under no fault, you file the claim with your own insurance company, no matter whose fault it is. The amount you can receive may be affected by the state's threshold law. Synergy Wellness, Chiropractic, and Physical Therapy is a no-fault clinic. That means we are certified by the state of New York to treat personal injury cases, car accidents, slips and falls at work, whiplash injuries at work as well, and more. By offering some of the best health care and the expertise to help you navigate the medical claims system, we stand ready and willing to help you. What is New York threshold law? The severity of your injury will affect the amount of compensation you may be able to receive through your personal injury claim. New York threshold law defines what it considers serious. There are several common injuries that, even if they are not specifically listed, may still fall within this threshold. These can include soft tissue injuries, muscles, strains, herniated discs, just to name a few. What are the statute of limitations? A statute of limitations is simply a deadline for filing a claim. That deadline depends on the type of claim, and you may have as little as 30 days to report an accident, seek treatment, or begin the claim process. It's best to seek expert medical care first and legal help as soon as possible so you don't wait. If I had a choice, I would seek the medical care first. Not only will they know all the insurance ins and outs, but they can also get the ball rolling while you work on recovering. Regardless, you should seek medical care within 48 hours of an accident so that proper diagnosis can be made, treatment can be started as soon as possible. And for further information about your rights in regards to personal injury claims in New York, you can find expert legal advice through our resources or your own. Causes of whiplash. Well, being rear-ended by another car at as little as 5 miles an hour can cause a whiplash injury to soft tissue and joints in your cervical spine or your neck. With car accidents, the severity and type of injury depends on a variety of factors, from seatbelt usage, airbags, to speed and direction of the collision and the position that you were in at the time of collision. While car accidents are the most familiar, there are several other ways that a whiplash injury or other personal injuries can occur. Any motor vehicle accident, truck, bus, train, motorcycle, pedestrian accidents, slips, trips, and falls, construction accidents, insufficient or negligent property maintenance, sports accidents can cause whiplash injuries, as well as physical abuse. And if an injury happens while on the job, it may be considered a workman's compensation claim. Synergy Wellness accepts some workers' compensation and no-fault cases in New York State. It's recommended to call the office to see if we would accept your case. What is a whiplash injury? Well, a whiplash injury occurs when there is sudden movement of the head and neck going forward and getting whipped back, like a whip. It is more commonly associated with rear-ended collisions, but it can also happen while playing sports or anything that causes your neck to whip forward and back suddenly. It is also called neck sprain or strain. All of these terms are appropriate. It's really important when you have a whiplash injury to understand that you may not have symptoms right away. This actually happens quite often. There are many different symptoms associated with whiplash injuries. Since symptoms can come on days or even weeks later, it's important to accept medical care at the scene of your accident when possible, or at least within 48 hours. The symptoms of whiplash injury will usually progress over the next coming days, but like I previously stated, they do not always show up right away. So some common symptoms of whiplash injuries: neck pain and stiffness, dizziness, headaches, fatigue, numbness or tingling radiating down your arms into your hands and fingers, inability to sleep at night, tenderness or pain in the upper back or shoulders, diminished range of motion with your neck or back or any other joint. Most severe symptoms may include blurred vision, irritability, tinnitus, and even depression. Some of the great whiplash injury treatments are out there and easily accessible. Finding a capable healthcare provider who understands effective whiplash injury treatment is the key to your recovery. That's where the medical staff at Synergy Wellness comes in. What we do is really unique. We offer several effective and evidence-based treatment options to give you the targeted care you need. We cover all the bases of pain management, diagnostic imaging to prove your case in the court of law, exercise, physical therapy, chiropractic, and acupuncture. Research has shown that whiplash injuries respond best to a combination of therapies. With whiplash, the goals of treatment include controlling your pain, restoring normal range of motion, and getting you back to your normal routine. What that looks like for you and how long it will take depends on the severity of your injury and your dedication to sticking to your care plan. For the majority of people, following a treatment plan will generally get you back to normal in a few weeks. However, long-term chronic issues are a possibility if the injury is severe and untreated. At Synergy Wellness, located in the East Village of New York City, our range of innovative treatment options can be combined to work synergistically and help your body heal faster. Here's our treatment toolbox, if you will. Chiropractic, physical therapy, acupuncture, cold laser therapy, which is by far one of the most effective treatments immediately after an accident. This innovative therapy calms the inflammation to soothe the pain and also relaxes the muscle spasms, as well as wound and soft tissue healing. If you are suffering from the effects of a whiplash injury or the effects of an accident at work or in a car or a sports injury, check out my video, 10 exercises for whiplash injuries. Whether the injury occurred months or years ago, and even if it wasn't treated properly, these exercises can help. This video will walk you through the exercises that you can do right now at home. 10 disc herniation exercises for the neck. We also made one more for the lower back. 10 disc herniation exercises for your lower back. Now, preventing whiplash. How do you prevent whiplash? Well, don't drive, don't play sports, just live life in a bubble. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. They say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That certainly remains true when it comes to whiplash injuries, but not living in a bubble. Something as simple as a properly adjusted headrest, properly adjusted seat, and seatbelt can drastically reduce your risk of this common injury. Unfortunately, it's not something most people think about. Did you know that about 75% of headrests are improperly positioned? That's a shocking statistic. Another thing to think about is your seat. A seat that is too laid back or reclined creates more hyperextension. This increases the severity of a whip-like motion. The improper positioning of a seatbelt can also increase the risk of injury if it cuts across your neck or head. As you can see, most whiplash injuries can be avoided just by making sure these 3 safety tools are properly positioned. If you've been in an accident, suffered a concussion, whiplash injury, or back or joint injury, make sure to contact us today. Thank you.